Welcome back. In this section, we are going to talk about GameFi or game-based financial services. Let us try to find out why are we saying that in metaverse, game is the first use case and it will be the biggest use case. How people are earning currencies through game or which is also called play to earn. What is this opportunity? Can you get money, actual money or currency money that you can kind of use to buy certain things in metaverse? So what is this all about? Because I'm sure the moment you start searching about metaverse web 3.0, you will hear these terms: NFTs, DeFi, GameFi. So let's find out what is this. And I'm sure that if you're already excited about metaverse, this is something that you should be interested and you must know about it. So GameFi is also called play to earn. So in many of the, I would say, articles that you will read or many of the videos that you will watch on metaverse, you will find people will be talking about play to earn model. So play to earn model or GameFi is exactly the same thing. Only few people use it as play to earn, few people use it GameFi. There's no difference into it. So let us find out what is play to earn or GameFi. So play to earn or GameFi is a combination of video games and decentralized finance, DeFi, using blockchain. So we understood about DeFi. Now let us find out what is GameFi. So we know GameFi is a combination of two things: game and decentralized finance, which is DeFi, and which obviously we know that DeFi takes place on blockchain ecosystem. GameFi refers to the financialization of the video gaming. Players required to leverage a mix of skill and strategy to generate income, which means currently we all know that in metaverse, in order to buy certain things, you need currency, right? And how do you earn currency? Because not everyone will invest money into it. So in order to make this metaverse popular, you need currency. And how it happens is that you start giving currency to few people who will go there, experience that. It's just like a point system, right? So you get some point, you spend those points, you enjoy that experience, you come back, you tell your friends, you tell everyone that, okay, this is great, I experienced this. You can buy a land, you can buy ABC, you can buy something else, right? So it's like giving a free point or uh, earning a point by doing certain things. So in this model, definitely you're not giving a free point. So as it clearly says that you have to use a mix of skill and strategy to generate income. So what the gamer does is that they play a game, and in return of doing certain things in a game, they get certain currency or certain points, which is again called the tokens or the currency in the metaverse. So it helps the gamer to earn. And if the token or currency in something in a format which is recognizable, which means which can be recognized. And so what happens, for example, if you earn, say, something in cryptocurrency like blockchain, Ether, Mana, or Axie, what happens is that you can also withdraw that. If your country allows it, you can withdraw that in the fiat currency as well, or you can use that currency to buy certain things in metaverse, which means just by playing game, they are generating currency into that ecosystem, and gamers are earning it, distributing it, redistributing it, and also causing the linked currency to go up. Because if there will be higher supply, if the game is very nice, if the gamer is going to tell to 10 people that. So initially gamers are given money so that they can earn and experience the metaverse and gamify world. These become the early adopters of society, and gradually concepts get famous. So for example, if you have a game, someone plays that game, they get a currency, they play, they enjoy, they talk about this thing, and they say, okay, hey, why don't you play this game? Say, how can I play this game? I don't have a currency. Then you purchase using your currency, your fiat currency like USDs, or any country where you're in. You just use your currency, purchase that token or currency, and play that game. So this is how it works. This is a business model which is currently floating. But I'm sure as it grows, the play to earn model may gradually die, and everybody has to kind of spend actual money to buy these currencies or trade currencies on that platform. GameFi also allows gamers to earn digital assets for their in-game efforts. Players can trade, lend, or rent out their winnings or even borrow against them. So another thing, so the gamers not only get currencies, they can also get some kind of, something like an asset, digital asset, which could be an avatar, which could be a bag, which could be, say, a small plot of land somewhere, which you can probably, the gamers can trade for example, give it to someone else, take money, can lend to someone for some point in time with certain interest, or from their winning. So whatever they win, it gets stored into their digital wallet. You remember we talked about how you purchase a land and then it gets stored into your digital wallet. So similarly, those digital assets get stored into your digital wallet, and then you can do these things to earn extra money. So that is a potential currently this metaverse is offering to those people who are initially getting into it and trying to earn certain tokens. So how can you play the game? You create a wallet, as I have already explained you the process of creating a wallet while you were buying a real estate. So you create a wallet, add funds to your wallet if you do not have that already. So how do you fund? You just link your wallet, you fund that with your fiat currency, you buy some tokens and then you play games and then buy the basic digital assets to play. For example, if you're an avatar, so I'm sure that if you have played the game, you know that they can wear cap, they can have different guns, they have those kind of things that you can buy in a game and you pay against it. It's exactly like the same, right? So you do that. A few gamify games that you can GameFi games that you can play is again Axie Infinity, Decentralized, Forest Night. So these are different I would say platform where you can play these games and you can also earn tokens. We have already talked about Axie Infinity and Decentraland in while we were talking about the virtual real estate. So you can go there and experience this gamify games there and also see if you're lucky or how to you can earn those currencies and games. So tokens, that's what you can do there. So that was about the definition of GameFi and why it exists, and gradually we'll move towards that how GameFi will add value to metaverse. So that's all in this chapter. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you. Welcome back. In this section, we are going to talk about how metaverse and GameFi are associated to each other and how GameFi is contributing to the growth of metaverse. So metaverse is getting benefited with GameFi. Let us find out how. By incorporating the concept of DeFi into the metaverse space, the world will experience an economic ride in a fantasy world as never before. What does that mean? This means that people want to live in fantasy, right? And that's why we have dreams, we have hope, we have aspirations. These are something that we imagine for a better future. Just imagine that now with metaverse, you are getting an opportunity to define, to create that perfect world for yourself. Gradually, as people will get into this metaverse, everybody will exercise their right and there will be a balance. But currently, whoever is getting into there can actually design their own experience. And the concept of decentralized finance like NFTs, tokens, cryptocurrencies, people are buying things that they want to create an ideal future for them. What they are not able to achieve, say, into their physical setup right now, they can do that in a virtual setup. So those things are currently happening, and hence decentralized finance has been added to metaverse will actually lead to the growth, the exponential growth of this metaverse, right? So that is the future we are talking about, and just add that with GameFi. So currently, what GameFi is doing is that fueling that metaverse economy with a currency. So unless people have that currency to buy or to exchange products, the economy cannot grow. Just imagine if you do not have a currency right now, fiat currency. How will you trade? How will you transact? How will you create a value of certain things? So hence it is important to have a currency, and metaverse currency is powered by DeFi, which is on blockchain, and GameFi is helping to fuel that economy with the supply of currency. To few people who play game, they are just giving them the currencies. They will trade the currency, the price of currency will go up and down, and accordingly the linked asset, like for example, if it's on Decentraland, then the price of the plot which is on Decentraland will also go up and down. So it is just interconnected to each other. Just I would request you to please hold on to pause this video and think about the things that I have said. It's a viral effect which will happen. Once you have a currency, everything will grow, right? So I will request you to rewind, pause, and think about different things that I'm talking about and why we are saying that metaverse is the future, and everybody is doing the right things to create that metaverse as a profitable, as a socially connected, and as a more immersive experience. With a virtual identity, players progress through the metaverse game as they compete in different activities, explore an open world metaverse, and spend time with their friends. So with a virtual identity, as we have discussed, that each individual who get into metaverse will get a unique identity and an avatar which will be similar to your own face, or you can design your own avatar as well. There are multiple free, I would say, websites as well where you can go put in your actual photographs. It will turn to an avatar that you can use. Now even Facebook application is giving an option to create your Facebook avatar or the meta avatar. Any user that has a certain amount of tokens stake will be allowed to incorporate user generated content into the game. What does this mean? This means that, for example, if you're playing a game and if you have a token of that game, you can actually define how the game will look like, how the characters will look like, and you can actually define the game. And others who do not have the, I would say, the stake into that game or does not have that much token, they will just play the game whatever others are designing for them. Or what they can also do is that with their limited token, they can also design their own avatar and something else, right? So that we are talking about, that the token is very much important to participate into the metaverse economy, and that is powered by DeFi, fueled by GameFi, and supported by the blockchain, metaverse, and in future by Web 3.0. Users can earn cryptocurrencies while playing through the DeFi or decentralized finance and non-fungible token aspects built inside them. So once they are using a DeFi, they can actually create a non-fungible token. And we know that through non-fungible token, you can sell your arts, you can sell your collectibles, you can sell your real estates. Non-fungible tokens are something that you get for something unique that you have created and which has a value. Since these items are NFT products, they can be sold on the marketplace for fiat currency. So fiat currency is again our normal currencies like rupee, right, US dollars, right, Australian dollars, Singapore dollars, and those kind of any currency in the world is called a fiat currency, which is recognized by the government there, right? Not any other currency. So hence these are NFT products. So what you can do is that you can put that in an exchange. You can earn from the exchange. You can just trade. You can buy. You can lend. You can borrow. You can do those things with those tokens, and you also get a fiat currency against it if that is allowed to be, I would say, translated into a fiat money by the government. GameFi will soon acquire a large portion of the mainstream gaming business as it allows players to earn digital currency. Just imagine there are games which is helping a gamer to earn money. Will he or she ever play a game where they are not earning any money? It will never happen, right? So for example, if you're getting paid to do certain activities, definitely you will do that thing, right? Because there's a reward and incentive to it. Definitely when people play a game, they get a high, they get excited, they get engrossed. But apart from these things, you are also getting money to do that, right? So people will play that. And hence we are saying that GameFi will soon acquire a large portion of the mainstream gaming business as it allows players to earn digital currency. Metaverse will get hugely benefited as users can sell and buy in the metaverse through NFTs that they earn through GameFi, which means that once you have that currency, you can buy multiple things into metaverse. Everything that we have talked about, right, from the real estate to the play to the finance, to the insurance, to saving account, anything that you can do in real world with a currency, you can do that in metaverse as well. And GameFi will help you to earn that currency. It's like creating currencies for the new universe using underlying crypto, which can be turned into fiat currency as well. So for example, mana you can buy through the fiat currency, and you can also withdraw that currency into fiat money. For example, if you have bought something for say 10 US dollar onto metaverse exchange, you can just sell it off, and then if the price goes up from $10 to $20, what you can do is that the moment it goes to $20, you withdraw money. So you have earned a surplus money, just like a stock market. So that is the concept of game fee right now. So that is how you can earn a actual fiat currency into your bank account. With the 68.7 billion US dollar acquisition of Activision Blizzard by Microsoft, it has become the biggest, or it may become the biggest metaverse player so far. So Microsoft has also realized the importance of this play of GameFi, and also metaverse as a whole. Microsoft is at the foundation of IT solutions in every industry. We all know, right? In all the laptops, in most of the laptops, you'll find the Microsoft product there, be it Excel, be it Word, be it PPT, be it Windows, everything is there at the Microsoft. It can benefit from metaverse to teach students, train professionals like doctors and pilots, or even just conduct an occasional team meeting through Microsoft Mesh. Microsoft has the distribution channel through which they can reach out to any individual which is working on a laptop. In most of the cases, if it is not an Apple or any other operating software, Microsoft can reach to those laptops or to those systems where Microsoft products are being used. How they can use it? So Microsoft laptops can be used by students where they can teach about new skills, about experiments, everything through this metaverse, and it can be done easily. Microsoft also has a product called Teams through which they actually powered the virtual meetings in COVID times. Just imagine they can do that easily with Microsoft Mesh, which is their product to use metaverse to define skills, to give skills for the team meeting, for the workspace, which Meta or the Facebook is already working on. It can train professionals, as we discussed, that how doctors use this virtual reality, extended reality to perform a pre-surgery before they can actually perform the surgery to practice. So doctors, pilots can be trained that if you're flying a aeroplane, how can you use it? So it gives you a simulation. You wear the headset, there you have gears in your hand, and it simulates that you are actually into a flight and you're trying to kind of do this, and then there will be obstacles. You have to take off, you have to land and all those things, and you can actually learn a lot more about it. Earlier what was happening, either you see the video or you actually go physically and do it, but here you can virtually do this, and through the connected virtual or through the metaverse, you will find that a virtual person or a virtual instructor is sitting next to you teaching you onto that metaverse. Okay, you are not doing it right, do this, click here, click this button, do this, now you have to pull it off, now you have to push it down. So those things can be done and everything is happening virtually. Just imagine the cost of teaching a pilot will reduce drastically if we are using this. So there are multiple good benefits as well, and as I told you, the use of these things are only and only limited to the creativity and the imagination. Or as I told you, it can also help to conduct team meetings. Currently Microsoft has a product called Teams in which you can have a virtual meeting. Just imagine having Microsoft Mesh where you can have a virtual and more immersive training with your office colleagues. So that was about metaverse, GameFi, and how DeFi is powering it. So I'm sure that after this section, you would have realized that how big GameFi can become and how it can help to fuel that economy of metaverse. So that's all in this chapter. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you. Welcome back. In this section, we are going to talk about the GameFi ecosystems and different layers which exists in GameFi ecosystem. It will help you to appreciate that what all goes inside the GameFi ecosystem. It may be a bit technical. When I say technical, it will talk about some of the platforms, technical platform, but don't worry about that. As we have been reiterating, this is not a technical course. So it is more business oriented course where we touch and we talk about the technology, but not in depth. So it's worthwhile to know about what goes inside an ecosystem to appreciate the beauty of that technology and also I would say the structure of that technology, because once you understand that, it will be easier for you to create multiple use cases and to use it or to plug into different systems. So in GameFi, the first layer is development layer, which has studios and toolkits, and these are certain toolkits that you can use like Forte, Engine, Rocco, SkyMine, Dapper. So these are things through which you can develop the games. Then the second layer is blockchain. So in blockchain, you can use Ethereum, which you will find at most of the places, Solana, Flow, those kind of things. So blockchain is again a layer. We all know that in Metaverse and Web 3.0, blockchain will be the foundation to a lot of things. Third layer is called Launchpad. So Launchpad helps you to launch that game. So through Toolkit, you have created the games. In blockchain, it is a underlying platform. So consider blockchain is like an internet, right, on which everything works. And then launchpad is where you actually put in the game and you launch the game. So there are different, I would say, protocols, startups and organizations involved into it, which is again game, which could be CDFI funds. On level 4, it is about player experiences, aggregators and guilds. So this is like player experience is something that how do you experience or how do you create experience into a gamification games. For example, in a game, there are multiple things. There are cars, there are, I would say, individuals, there is point system, there are multiple things clubbed into it, and that gets created through the player experience and also the user experience, that how player will navigate through these things. So that is a layer which talks about the player experience. Then the last one is called the games. So these are games actually which you can play, and currently Axie, Decentraland, Future Games, these are certain a few games that you can play on GameFi right now. So again, just to give you an example along with these layers, so development toolkit helps you to develop the game. Blockchain is like a layer on which these things get developed. Launchpad is where you put in that game and you launch it, where people can discover, download and play. Then player experience is about what kind of experiences you are adding into the game. And the last layer, which is called games. So the game is developed, experience is there. It can be, I would say, discovered on certain platform. So now the entire ecosystem of game is ready, and the players can now play the game, can earn the currency, and that's how they can work. So this is about the emergence of the GameFi ecosystem and different layers. So if you want to know more about it, this is the website link put in there. You can go there and know more about it if you're interested. But these are 5 layers on which GameFi ecosystems work, and these are a few participants. These are protocols, startups, and organizations involved in creating, promoting, and hosting GameFi into metaverse. So that's all in this section. See you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you. Welcome back. In this section, we are going to talk about changing landscape of the gaming. We talked about that GameFi will actually change or will take most of the part of the formal gaming system or ecosystem. Let us find out how GameFi is changing the landscape of the gaming industry. So there are new models and the interactions which is happening through GameFi. Number one is games as platforms. So the gaming experience will become more flexible. Users can add to the virtual world, create their own content, build some games within a game, and essentially treat the gaming environment as a platform-like space for other activities, which means that the games as we play now through our mobile phones or through our laptops or through our computers are not that much interactive, where you can actually, the maximum you can do is that you can have an avatar, you can have certain assets bought into it. But here what we're talking about is games as a platform, which means you have a power to define a sub game within a game, right? For example, I'm just thinking out loud. Let's say if you're playing a train game, right? So suddenly what happens, you're playing a train game and then you define, if you have a currency, what you say that, okay, can we do one thing, that the person who is driving the train suddenly jumps to a car and the car starts running, and the game takes another turn where a user is going on a car to a different direction, right? But in the traditional games that we play right now, what happens, the game is designed, the story is designed, you cannot change it, right? The only thing you can change is the course. You can go here and there, but that will not result in anything else. But here you have an option that can you actually create a sub game within the game. So the example that I took is something random, I would say, but yeah, it makes sense. So you can create your own sub games within that game as well, and hence the gaming platform, as it says, that can be used for other activities as well. Just imagine a small shop within the game, right? Where what happens is that within the game you can say buy grocery as well. Suddenly you see, okay, there is a virtual Walmart store there within the game, right? And then what you do is that, okay, let's stop the game, let's go to Walmart, buy certain things and come back and then start playing game. So those kind of interconnected things can also be used in the games as a platform business. Social gaming. The metaverse is inherently social, a trait that sets it apart from the traditional solitary VR experience. Multiplayer gaming will take on an additional dimension as players are able to invite friends from the real world interact with other players, build relationships, etc. Which means that in a social gaming, not only you play, you can invite your friends into it as well. There are multiple games currently as well where multiplayer concept is there, where you are also playing, someone is also playing, you can invite your friends, there could be some random. In fact, I have never experienced that, I've heard that people make friends on the game as well, and in fact some of the people start dating while playing games as well. So those are things that I've heard, never experienced. I have never played that much games, maybe a bit of it, but not to that level of multiplayer games and highly involved into it. But yeah, I am a fan of metaverse. It's my personal experience. I have been through it, I have played that game, and I really like that, and hence I'm very much bullish, and that is the reason we decided to create this course on metaverse, because we also feel that it could be a future if all the things are correctly placed and it is a very equal space, and if it is more respectable and has more human values, then it could grow to a very big industry. So again, as we discussed, that in a social gaming you can have multiple people playing the game. Third is play to earn, which we have discussed, game fee. This will be a crucial element of gaming in the metaverse. Apart from following linear storytelling and rules, players can engage in profitable activities. Remember, we talked about that through game fee, you can play game, earn money, and convert that into fiat currency as well, with the conditions that wherever you are there, it is allowed to get converted and exchanged into fiat currency. A simple example could be that the gamer might be able to sell the assets they have won inside the game to other users for crypto. For example, let's say you are playing a game, you have earned certain avatars or certain dress. Now you see that, okay, I don't need this dress now. As I see that this dress is selling at say $20 onto metaverse, and there's a user who says, okay, why don't can you give me at $10 or $15? I say, okay, anyways, I don't need it, I have got it for free, so I can sell it for $10, $15, right? So that is also a cryptocurrency that you earn, which you can translate into fiat currency and withdraw into a bank account. So that is also a real time or real life earning. The possibility of portable game assets. The interoperable structure of the metaverse could allow for asset portability. Weapons or avatar enhancements acquired in one game could be portable to a different environment, and NFT rules would govern persistent ownership. What does this mean? This means that, for example, if you are playing game A and if you have purchased certain things, right? Even in real life, you have purchased a cloth, right? It doesn't happen that you can only wear that cloth in one marriage, I would say, function, and you can't carry that cloth with you and wear that in your home or on some other party. In real life, doesn't happen, right? You don't go to a I would say a function and you wear certain clothes and you drop it there and you come back without clothes and then you buy another cloth for some other party. So similar experience has to be on metaverse as well, that whatever you have purchased at one platform can be used across metaverse anywhere. You do not have to buy different things or avatars for different environment, and that's what open metaverse interoperable group is working on, and that is what we are talking about, the portability. Portability means taking one thing to other ecosystem or infrastructure without any restriction. So that portability is very much required, and how it will be, I would say, standardized or made interoperable. The NFTs, the non-fungible tokens, the cryptocurrency exchanges, the protocols will allow that if you have an avatar which has been brought by a cryptocurrency or you have earned from some game fee system, that can be used and ported to some other ecosystem or platform as well. Mixed reality experience. The metaverse leverages augmented reality and mixed reality to provide a more organic experience. Gaming in the metaverse could incorporate mixed reality, where users move from group text in AR to an MR board game to a full-fledged VR world in a seamless workflow. So let me help you to understand this. So what we are imagining is that a metaverse should not be either an AR, MR or a VR. It should be I would say, a step-by-step process. For example, if I am using a mobile phone, right, to scan certain things. So if I'm scanning or if I'm using an augmented reality, it should help me now that I find, okay, I see my friends are also playing this game. So what I do is that I, from the AR mobile phone that I am accessing, I can see certain things, and then I go to mixed reality. And then when I say, okay, let's wear the headset and play this game. So whatever I was playing on an augmented reality and to the mixed reality and to the virtual reality, there has to be a seamless link. It should not happen that once I switch from augmented reality to virtual reality, I have to start all over again. And that can only happen if there is a standardization, interoperability into all the platforms and protocols that we are talking about. So that is the new model and interaction, and everyone, the entire ecosystem of metaverse is trying to mimic the actual world. That in whatever we behave in actual world, we are transferring that to the virtual world as well, so that you do not feel anything is unreal. And hence, if you feel is anything unreal, you will not feel immersed into that ecosystem, right? And that's when the purpose of metaverse will get defeated. So hence everybody is making all the efforts to believe, to make your mind believe that if you're in metaverse, you're actually the person who is living a life as you live in the physical, but there you can have a lot of freedom than what you see into your real life. So that was about the new models and interactions, and how GameFi and Metaverse is changing the ecosystem of the or the landscape of the gaming business. So see you in the next chapter. Till the time, take care and see you there. Thank you.